Live video is starting. All right. We are now live. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Say hello, honey.
Hello. How are you doing this evening?
And guys, we hope all is well. Happy Friday. It's 11 o'clock, and I just had to chime on. This is going to be shared on YouTube, Instagram, and so many other social media, including Facebook. And I'm here to share with you guys some stuff I have just found out and stuff I've been monitoring. Many of you know that I'm in Novatech, and you know I'm an investor, crypto investor, and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. But basically, digital currency as a whole and foreign currency as a whole. I'm an investor. I'm also investing directly with Binance as well. So I'm diversifying my portfolio to get the maximum out of profits out of both of them, to be honest with you. Because I want my retirement to be better. Oh, excuse me, I throw acting up already. Because I'm excited. Not only today is Friday, we receive our profits. I'm not going to share with you publicly what the profit percentage is, but what I will share, it is significant. And my wife and I are super excited about it because it's showing growth, and we're approaching our 1-year anniversary with Novatech. Okay? Next month, it's serious. Things going to go down. Things not down for us. Things are going up. Percentage-wise, but also for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. I am blown away when I look on my accounts and I see the numbers going up. The green. That line that candlestick is just going crazy. And I checked it again. It dropped a little bit. Next thing I know, I checked another hour. It's back up and surpassed it. It went from 25,000, 26,000, 26,500, 26,800, 27,000, 27,800. I thought it was going to hit 28. Then it went back down to 24,000. 27,400 to be exact. And it had rallied over 30%. Now think about if you're a trader and you get your profit margin. Somebody had made billions of dollars. And remember back in the days when people lost their shirt, they lost trillions of dollars? What I'm here to tell you guys, based on the information I have received, trillions of dollars, $1 trillion has been recovered. I'm gonna show you that on the screen in a few. But I'm just so happy, guys. You got to see here what I had to share. First thing I wanted to talk about, read the disclosure. I'm coming directly from the source, but I want to share this. Any earning potential, any earning that you may have, this earning disclaimer specifically states that the use of the information, products, and services that I'm about to show you should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree that based upon your own due diligence that you agree that the company or myself is not liable for any success or failures of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the purchase of use of our information. Okay? Production and service, review, or advertise. So whatever I share with you, we're not responsible for. You do your own due diligence, guys. That's the best thing. Because all information contained here should be independently verified and what? Confirmed. You know, in the United States Army, they taught me to always verify and confirm. We are not financial advisor and do not accept any liabilities for any loss or damage whatsoever caused in this reliance upon such information or services. Please be aware of the risk involved when trading done in any financial market and banking. Do not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. That means you do not go to your bank and get a loan to trade. Understand? Do not use your credit cards. That sort of thing, guys. Don't use your car note or your car payment, please stay there, or any asset that you have to pay your bills to fund such a trading account, okay? Trading cryptocurrency and banking also comes with called digital currency and crypto assets, altcoins, and so on, as well Forex, involve substantial risk and not suitable for everyone. It's not made for everybody. Bottom line. And you must be 18 and above just to play. All right? So the thing I want to talk about, guys, this $27,000 is booming. It is out of this world because I'm just looking at the potential of my earnings is going to be above and beyond that what we received this week, provided it can maintain the course of action that is heading in that direction. So here's what we have here. And my wife discovered this, and I just wanted to share. 10 banks that have invested in cryptocurrency and blockchain. Did you know that 10 of the top banks have invested in cryptocurrency, Sheila?
I didn't know what to do.
And my wife shared that information, and I said I had to see for myself. And it was 3 minutes ago. It was just posted today, as a matter of fact, on February 17th, right here, February 17th.
That's a month ago.
Well, a month ago. Correction. I'm thinking. I'm looking at February like it's still February. So y'all just forgive me. I'm just super excited, guys. So don't blame my heart, my brain. Just blame my excitement. But anyway, there it is, right here. It says so right here. 10 banks that have invested. So did you know that some of the top banks, and maybe your banks, is investing in cryptocurrency? Now, there's a lot of false narratives out there saying, hey, we're going to blame cryptocurrency for the bank failures. And many scholars and economists have already came out and said crypto has nothing to do with this situation. So I just want to put it out there. And I'm quite sure there's some who disagree. But that's okay. But this is where it's at, guys. Banks do invest in crypto. And everybody always say crypto is too volatile to invest or it's a scam, but it's not. It's real. The banks that have invested in cryptocurrency are moving forward with digitizing finance. Did you know that? They're going to digitize finance. Things are becoming digitized. The federal government is going to introduce a digital currency. We are moving fast and furious in a direction. We saw it coming last year. My wife and I got involved because we see the future, and you should see the future as well. Many of my friends and associates that took advantage of this already understand they're already in. So I just want to read this article to you guys real quick and go to the next article, and then we're going to have a little quick talk and Q&A, and then we're going to bed. So here's the thing. It says right here in this article, when Bitcoin was first launched in 2009, I was at Fort Bragg at that time. Financial institutions were spooked and were quick skeptical about its value and performance. Even I was skeptical last year. Financial institutions like Global Bank kept warning initial crypto investors regarding the fact that they are a new and unregulated asset class. It is unregulated. It's international. One significant reason banks and other traditional financial institutions may have stayed away from cryptocurrency and blockchain technology for so long is that they are a massive threat to them. Can I get a witness out here? Did y'all hear me clearly? It says a massive threat to them. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. Okay. And it says so right here. Massive cryptocurrency blockchains are a massive threat to the established banking system. Let me read on. Okay? In centralized financial system, money always goes through the what? The bank. For the last 5,000 years, as far as I know the Romans and the Greeks done it, and the Egyptians have done it. But since cryptocurrency provide a new, efficient, decentralized method of payment, and people have used them very well, and transactions, most individuals are getting attracted towards investing in these digital currency, which my wife and I have done. But despite the many arguments portrayed by the centralized financial institution in the beginning, there are currently many banks that have invested in cryptocurrency. I want to highlight that for you, brothers and sisters, so you'll know for yourself. I didn't make this up, and this is coming from analystinsight.net, okay? They're the one who published this information. But I just want to share this with you because it is too important, especially if you are an investor, you should know, okay? There are currently many banks that have invested in cryptocurrency, okay? That's a fact. Okay. Today there are thousands of top banks in the world that preferred cryptocurrency. I want to highlight that up for you too. They prefer cryptocurrency investment to provide the best financial services to their clients. Over the years, there has been many regulations that have prevented banks and traditional financial institutions from investing in regulated and unclassified assets. Okay. In this article, we have, in which we're talking, and what they mean by we, the analytic insight.net, have listed the top banks that have invested in cryptocurrency and blockchains to reap the benefits of the digital currency. Before I show you guys, all I'm saying is get in while you can, because this thing is so real, it's unbelievable. If you don't understand blockchain, start watching YouTube, get with me, I'll show you some information, or better do your own due diligence, because it's going to happen. It is going to happen. Some of my bank tellers told me one time it's not going to happen, but it's happening, guys. It is happening right now before our eyes, and that we just have to be prepared. And if you're prepared to do this kind of transaction, you'll be in position. I mean, I was looking at my Cash App account. They're ready. Binance is ready, okay? So I'm just naming just the two that we've used the most. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll this down. And Bank of Wells Fargo in the United States. After, I'm going to read this part, and I'm going to show you each one. These are the banks right here, top 10. Banks of Wells Fargo, United States, banks in the United States. After the recent crash of the crypto market, the Central U.S. Bank planned to introduce cryptocurrency fund. Wells Fargo stated that it would establish a regular fund for extra wealth for clients. An investment research team also mentioned they also qualified investors will be subject to the treatment due to the risk associated with digital currency. I'm going to highlight that for you. Now, this is just a quote from what? Wells Fargo. And Wells Fargo is not some type of bank that will just jump on anything. They do their due diligence. They're very conservative, and they do invest your money. So your money is being invested in what? In the crypto arena, as it prepares itself for the cryptocurrency fund. Now, the federal government, if you go to the federal website and you go to, there's a website, I forgot the name of it, where you can look up, I think it's I don't remember now, the Library of Congress. All you had to type in the word crypto legislation, or crypto legislation that have passed. The federal government has been working on this for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. So they're already stated by this year, March, that this way, and you don't have to quote me on this, go on to you and do your own due diligence. I'm just going to share my opinion. Go to their website and read it. They are passing laws to protect international businesses and local through the crypto market, okay? We will have a digital currency. There's no way of getting around it. I'm just just getting you guys ready for the big push, because when it happens, you need to go ahead and educate yourself on how to use how to do transactions fast, okay? So that way you won't be left behind, all right? Now let's take a look at JP Morgan. You know JP Morgan is huge, all right? This is last month, mind you. Now JP Morgan has focused on developing digital blockchain assets. Don't say that again. JP Morgan, and that's not me talking, it is analyticinsight.net, dated February. They knew this was going to happen. They knew this a month ago. Come on now. JP Morgan has focused on developing a digital blockchain asset. I hope y'all hear me. The company arts division was under construction for 5 years. That's how long they've been working on this thing. When it was founded and employed more than 100 people. The division main product is the J.P. Morgan what? Coin. You saw that, honey? J.P. Morgan got his own coin, a bank token, and linked to a blockchain-based interbank payment network. Okay? Earlier, the crypto was skeptical about digital currency. Earlier cryptos, what they were, as I was. But slowly, gradually, J.P. Morgan and the group decided on trusted digital currency for the betterment of the what? Clients. That's why you notice, if you haven't noticed, Billionaires has been diving in buying cryptocurrency cheap. Why? Because they've been putting it out there to the public, like on your favorite news network, to scare the consumer, in my opinion, but they did it, scare the consumer from buying. And I'm watching guys like Elon Musk, what's his name, who created Microsoft. Elon Musk and I can't remember the guy who created Microsoft. That's a shame. Bill Gates. And Bill Gates been buying up some digital asset. I mean, Elon Musk bought the Dogecoin, and Bill Gates has been buying Bitcoin like it was crack. Why? Because they want to have that market cornered and have that and maintain that wealth edge. A lot of millionaires, people of influence been doing. People who are in politics, they won't even tell you they're in it. People that you watch on television that makes $300 million a year or $20 million a year, they're already in the game. And I thank God that my friend introduced Novatech trading platform to my wife and I. I wasn't going to stand for it, but my wife took a look at it. She got started, and I followed right behind it, and I started educating myself even further. Now, truth be told, guys, I'm just looking at this J.P. Morgan, since 2009. Now, back in 2010 or 2012, we were introduced to Bitcoin by our neighbor. We were asked to come over and watch our presentations, and I watched it for a little bit, and I'm like, I am not interested. I want tradition. My mind was just not there at that millionaire mindset mode at that point, and I wish it was. I wish we would have took advantage of it because our lifestyle would be totally different by now. However, that being said, it's not too late because we got into Novatech. We had a second chance about a year ago when a friend introduced it to my wife, and we took advantage in April, and we're approaching April right now. And Lord have mercy, we're glad we did. So let's move on. Barclay. Anybody familiar with Barclay? Barclay is not an ordinary bank. It is one of the best banks in terms of investment that has exposed cryptocurrency and their potential. Barclay states that a Bitcoin believes that it has high potential in providing benefits from dispersion and extreme vitality. Now, just think about this, guys. About 2 years ago, inflation's been going up, and as a result of inflation increase, the value, and I'm going to read that article too to you, the value of the Bitcoin dropped. It tanked in May, it tanked in a little bit in January, February, and it tanked some more in September. Now it's on its way back up. And if you haven't purchased a coin or you haven't gotten into an investment trading platform by now, you're going to wish you have. You're going to wish you have. I'm so glad we made the decision. Because things are turning around. And guess what? They already announced that we're not going to increase rates. So if you're not going to increase rates, people are going to be more inclined to invest, especially after the fallout with the banks. All right? And again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just reading the news as I see it, sharing what I know, my opinion as a consumer in Bitcoin and trade. Okay? Let's look at USB. Now, UBS is huge. It's one of the biggest conglomerates that I have seen so far in the financial world. UBS is making great strides with private stablecoins. Y'all hear that? UBS Financial Institution, Santander, Lloyd Bank have developed utility tokens from cross-border transactions. We're talking about international. While investing in what? While you're sleeping, crypto market. Crypto traders and investors look for a comfortable marketplace to invest in. UBS aims to provide verified and legal means to invest in the crypto asset class. Anybody still calling Bitcoin and investing in and all these other blockchains as a scam really don't understand how money works, and that's just my opinion on that. They really are, because there's too many credible institutions that are deep in this. There's too many credible investors that are deep in this. There are too many billionaires that are deep in this platform, and they're making a profit, whether it be Novatech or something else. They are making a mint because they know what's going to happen. And here we are, Sheila. It's like a basketball. Everybody laughed when that ball sank, bounced, didn't even bounce hard. It just flattened itself. And now it's like a miracle. It filled up with air, bounced right back up. And so keep watching. Like I said, it's up to you. You get in where you fit in. Now let's look at Morgan Stanley, another conglomerate, financial powerhouse. Morgan Stanley is the first, and I'm going to highlight that for you. And I want y'all to hear me out and pay attention. Play it over and over again if you like. But I'm here to tell you things are happening, guys. You can call it reset. You can call it whatever. But it is here. When gold was back in the 30s, when the government took the American currency away from gold and make you people like my grandfather, my grandfather, to gave up his gold coins and gold leaf dollar bills, people had a problem with that. Then in the 60s, they gave up the silver backing of the dollar bill, the dime, and the silver coins. It was the quarters, the nickels, the dime. Everything was silver. They took them out of circulation. And then in the 70s under Nixon, they took out the silver backing of the dollar note, and it's now the note is back on what? Nothing. The dollar is backed by nothing. Not by gold, not by silver, but debt. What a better way to fight debt and just invest in this type of platform in crypto, in the crypto space, in the metal trading space, that's turning lives around and institutions around. But I'm going to read Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley said, is the first U.S. bank to offer its wealth management clients. Now, you know what that wealth client is, right? To access Bitcoin assets. Let me stop right there. Let that sink in. I'm going to read that again, okay? Morgan Stanley is the first U.S. bank to offer its wealth management clients to access Bitcoin assets around March 2021. That was 2 years. That was 2 years ago. I wish I was in 2 years ago. The bank announced that it was launching access to 3 funds that will enable owners of Bitcoin. But Morgan Stanley is only allowing its wealthy, listen to what I'm saying, guys. They're only allowing its wealthier class to access to such volatile assets. Why? Because they can take a loss and buy it cheap. And they took a loss and bought it back cheap. Now they got $1 trillion back. We'll talk about that too. Let's go to Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has not always been on board with crypto. It denied considering cryptocurrencies as an asset class by finally reconsidering its decisions. Oh my Jesus. They knew this was coming, guys. Its news report discussed extensively the potential of digital currency as an institutional asset class by talking to several experts in crypto and finances. Those crypto experts in financings, you don't have access to. They're giving it to the rich. What do you think how the rich going to stay rich in the new order? Through crypto asset. What do you think how the poor are going to become rich? Through crypto assets. Okay? Let's go to Citibank. And I'm going to highlight that one too. How we doing, honey?
Okay.
If I'm saying, am I going through this just about right?
Yeah.
Now, let's look at Citibank. Citibank, the fourth largest bank in the United States by assets, have invested in SETL. And I have no idea what that stands for. So that's your due diligence. Look it up. Whose ledger technology is used to move cash and other assets. Did you say ledger technology? Wow. The bank has provided a blueprint for organizations that are considering adopting cryptocurrency payment or simply in such asset as a store of value, stating the enterprise should carefully consider which digital currency they would like to choose for payments and transactions. I'm going to tell you, you can go to a Porsche dealership, and I looked it up, and purchase a Porsche using a Bitcoin. That's it. There's a guy locally in Virginia that is an HVAC mechanic. He accepts Bitcoin. The company, HVAC company right here in Central Virginia, in Richmond, accept Bitcoin. I got the article. Okay? Can I get a witness? Can I get somebody to say amen?
Amen.
Now, BNB Paribas.
BNP.
BNP. Papa November. No, I've got it all right. Bravo November Papa. BNP Paribas is a French financial group that owns its own crypto startup known as the Curve. The institution's security service are currently experimenting with transfer of security tokens, taking a step towards providing custodial service for digital assets. That makes it more secure. That means nobody cannot hack it or steal your coins, your assets. Okay, and like I feel secure with utilizing the blockchain that we're using and Novatech to move our money because I had no issues. So, just like anything else, I think I read it all. But here's a disclaimer statement for you from the article itself. The information provided in this article is solely of the author, advisor opinion, and not investment advice. We're not giving advice. You have to get with your financial advisor on that deal. It is and do your own due diligence. That's how it works. It is provided for educational purposes only. By using this, you agree that the information does not constitute an investment or financial instruction by the analytic insight or the team. And they all going to say that. Why? Because liabilities. Mm-hmm. You get sued. Well, I took his advice and I lost $2 million. What you should be getting mad at is your local bank when you lost to $250,000 and above. But anyway, I digress. But that's where it is, guys. We have to put those disclaimer statements out there. Do conduct your own research again, same thing, with financial advisor before making an investment decision. Analytic Insight and its team is not accountable for the investment views provided in this article. And it's a very good article. It's the same thing with your news, because your news media is putting it out too. Okay? So let me go ahead and end this. Stop.